Your haters, they want to see you fail. They want to see you fall on your face. And the best thing is when you're not producing, when you're not doing what you say you're going to do, they remind you. Your supporters do the same thing, just comes from a different area. I've heard people say, protect your dreams. Don't tell other people, because if you tell other people, then they might end up shooting it down. They might projecting their own insecurities onto you. Although I believe that to be very valuable and very, very, very true, I also believe that there's so much reward in speaking your dreams. One, you hear yourself say it, and you have to keep yourself accountable. Two, you have other people keeping you accountable as well, both your supporters and your haters alike. See, your haters, they want to see you fail. They want to see you fall on your face. And the best thing is when you're not producing, when you're not doing what you say you're going to do, they remind you. Your supporters do the same thing, just comes from a different area. Here's what I think is the evolution of getting to your dreams. Speak it. Speak it loud. Speak it proud. Put yourself out there publicly to fail. With that said, don't sweat what other people have to say, because ultimately at the end of the day, they're just speaking from their own insecurities. They're just speaking from their generational insecurities, what their parents told them from their own insecurities, what their parents learned from their parents. We only got one shot at this life. Be careful who you keep in your circle, but speak your fucking dreams. It starts there. You'll never, ever get where you want to be in your life if you sit back and never tell anyone what it is that you want. Our words are powerful. Use them. So life is funny. Like, we're all uniquely different, but we're all the same in so many ways. We all have dreams. We all have passions, and we're all scared as fuck to talk about them. We're all scared to take those steps. We procrastinate, we put it off because it's uncomfortable. It's intimidating as hell to start. It's intimidating to put ourselves out there. It's intimidating to let the world know what we're capable of, because then we got to stand up to it. We've got to live it. And we're all imperfect. We know this. We have our insecurities. We have that voice in our head telling us that we can't do it. All the reasons why not to. All the reasons to be safe. All the reasons not to take action. There's also the other voice screaming at us that we have to do this. We know that this is the only way through our own freedom, if you will. Some of the most successful people that I've been around talk about death, and not in a morbid way, but they talk about what it's going to be like on their deathbed. Are they going to live with a regret? Or are they going to be proud about the life in which they cultivated? Are they going to look back and be proud about the actions that they took? Or are they going to be thinking about what they could have done this entire time that they didn't, that they allowed for fear to get in the way? For 13 years, this has been a dream of mine. But I've spoke about it the entire time. I put myself out there. I failed publicly, and I'll continue to fail publicly if that's what it takes. I've cultivated a freedom in my life that most people could never dream of. And I've been selfish with this because getting in front of camera was a little bit too challenging for me, because putting myself out there was exposing me of what if I do fall? What if I end up going bankrupt? What if I end up going homeless? What if I end up being a fraud, right? Like talking about success principles and then I don't make it myself. All these what ifs, all this bullshit kept me from being authentic, showing up, doing what's in my heart to do. And how many people have I personally robbed as a result? I get to live with that. But I also get to live with the fact that I'm willing to pick up my sword and go again. I'm willing to put myself on the firing line for other people to shoot me down. And I know the haters are coming. It's part of life. If you don't have haters, you're not living large enough. And ultimately, the haters are just doing that because you're making them uncomfortable. They want to see you fail. There's so many people that want to see me fail because it's going to make them feel more comfortable for not doing it themselves. I'm not the only person who's dreamed up, inspiring other people with their life. I think we all want that to a large degree. We all have that thing that we don't want to talk about. We all have that thing that drives us, that keeps us up at night, and the possibilities excite us to the core. What's yours? Are you willing to talk about it? Are you willing to share? Are you willing to put yourself out there? Or are you just gonna clam up? And then on your deathbed, be looking back on it saying, I wish I had have. It's funny, people in retirement homes, they don't talk about the things that they did that they regret. They talk about the shots that they didn't take, the things that they didn't do, the playing of safe. How are you playing safe? Are you willing to change it? Are you willing to put yourself out there? Are you willing to fail publicly? I hope you are. Much love.